Welcome back to 242 Math. I am your host Raphael Thompson, and today we'll be dealing with college level work. We will be solving a very complicated simultaneous equation, and here we go, college students. The first equation is 3y minus x is equal to 5, and the second equation is x squared minus 2x plus y squared is equal to 65 minus 16y. Look for the easiest equation to use to substitute into the next. So you want to use the simplest equation, and the simplest one is number 1. 3y minus x is equal to 5. The next one is very complicated. Okay, moving right along. Is it easier to solve for x or easier to solve for y when you use 3y minus x equal to 5? It is easier to solve for x. So solve for x. Minus x equals to 5 minus 3y, and then you multiply by negative 1. So x is equal to 3y minus 5. Okay, so that's the equation you're using, and you're solving it for x. That's your value for x that you will need to substitute into the next equation. So now we're substituting that value we got into equation 2. So where you see x, you would put 3y minus 5. So x squared, 3y minus 5 squared, and then minus 2 in parentheses, 3y minus 5, then plus y squared is equal to 65 minus 16y. So all you did was replace x, where you saw x, you replaced it with 3y minus 5. Now let's simplify that. So 3y minus 5 squared, if you work it, you multiply, you would get 9y squared minus 30y plus 25. And then if you work the other parentheses, 2 in parentheses 3y minus 5, you would get negative 6y plus 10. And then put your plus y squared is equal to 65 minus 16y. So all you did was remove your parentheses. You squared 3y minus 5, and then you multiplied the negative 2 by 3y minus 5 in parentheses. Next, you will group your like terms. So things that are like you put together. So that would be 9y squared, and put the signs with it. Plus y squared minus 30y minus 6y plus 16y plus 25 plus 10 minus 65. We brought it across. Minus 65 is equal to 0. So we brought the 16y across and the number across. Next, from that, 9y squared plus y squared is 10y squared. Minus 30y minus 6y plus 16y gives you minus 20y, negative 20y. And then 25 plus 10 minus 65 gives you negative 30. So 10y squared minus 20y minus 30 is equal to 0. That's what all of that simplified to give you that quadratic equation right there. Now we can simplify that further. If you look at the terms, you see you can divide by 10. So let's divide by 10, and you would get y squared minus 2y minus 3 is equal to 0. So we simplified it down to get this quadratic equation that we would need to solve. Okay, so the final thing was to divide by 10. Now you factorize y squared minus 2y minus 3 is equal to 0. And you see where I did it. I did the rough work, 1 minus 3. So the factors would be y minus 3, y plus 1. And you simply cross multiply to check. So you multiply negative 3, you add negative 3 plus 1. And you would, when you cross multiply, and you would get negative 2 in the middle. That's correct. And you want to get negative 3 when you multiply the 2 at the end. Negative 3 times positive 1 gives you negative 3 at the back. That's what you want. So your factors would be y minus 3 and then y plus 1. So in parentheses, y minus 3 times y plus 1 is equal to 0. So that's the final step for that you need when you did the factorization. So the two terms will be equal to 0. Now, once you say that, y minus 3 in parentheses and then y plus 1 in parentheses is equal to 0, you take each factor and put it equal to 0. So y minus 3 is equal to 0, or y plus 1 is equal to 0. Once you do that, then you solve for y. So if y minus 3 is equal to 0, y is equal to, take this back and you change the sign, y is equal to 3, or y plus 1 is equal to 0, you move the 1 to the back and it becomes negative because you moved it across. So y is equal to negative 1. Once you get that, that's your answers for the y's. You need to substitute into asterisk 1 and you would get your values for x. So when y is equal to 3, substitute it into number 1. 3y would be 3 times 3 minus x equal to 5. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus x is equal to 5. So negative x is equal to 5 minus 9. Negative x is equal to negative 4. Multiply by negative 1, x is equal to positive 4. Once you get that, substitute the other value into number 1 again, asterisk 1. Y is equal to negative 1. So it'll be 3 times negative 1, which is negative 3, minus x is equal to 5. So negative x is equal to 5. Take the 3 across, becomes positive. 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. So negative x is equal to 8. Multiply by negative 1. X is equal to negative 8. Once you multiply by the negative 1. So your final solution. So we worked it out to be y is equal to 3 or y is equal to negative 1. And then x is equal to 4 or x is equal to negative 8. So the solution is when y is equal to 3, x is equal to 4. Or when y is equal to negative 1, x is equal to negative 8. Now just substitute them back in to number 1 and see if it works out. So when y is 3, 3 is 9, 9 minus 4 is 5. When y is equal to negative 1, negative 3 plus 8 would be equal to positive 5. So you can put the values into the easy equation and check your answers. If the answers work out, then you've double checked and now you know the answers are correct. So that's what you do, college students. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you don't understand, go back over it. That's a wrap.